reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make a point to check the reading desk upon returning to a hideaway. Republic's play. Republican army marches on the Empire at Twin Side, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Oh man, yeah, he did lose his eye.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
Gonna do.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
What happened to Joshua? Was he still around after he sucked Ultima?
He was there. It wasn't an illusion.
Oh, I guess
I
not.
heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
We moving on the Dalmex crystal now? Oh. 5 years later, he's getting big.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
What's the play, Clive?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Time to go. Gathering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Jill?
Something has happened to Martha.
We need to speak with Otto.
No new letters. Go talk to Otto. Surely Martha wouldn't just leave for no reason. The dog at the door staring at me. What's up, Otto?
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Alright. Otto. Find the curse breakers. New quest is available nearby. Where? Down here? Okay. Let me take a look. Did I get any new abilities? Ability points? Rama. Right. Channel Rama now. Pile drive. Drive Rama's staff into the ground, electrifying all enemies within a radius of the strike. Lightning rod. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to other nearby enemies. Thunderstorm. Call forth a power thunderstorm that rains multiple bolts of lightning down upon a target. This one's good. This one has too much of a wind-up, I think. I wasn't a fan. This one seems pretty good. Mastery. The number lock. Upgrade increases the range of lightning when striking the ball. I can only pick between one of the two of these. I'll take the Blind Justice. And this will be next. Okay, got that. And then I'm going to put that... Pile drive is good, but this one sucks, so I'm going to put Lightning Rod instead. Let me go downstairs and see what this quest is. I have to get used to weaving Rama's stuff into my combos and spells now. Take me down. Country road.
Finish with welcome back, Sid.
Thanks, man. The Willis the Boatman.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Want to find new pitch?
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
What is that to the left? Where are those points? Slay thorny thistles at Curltail Falls. Got it, man. Alright, nothing out here. Okay, so this is Martha's Rest, so I need to go to 3 Reeds. Go take care of this quest real quick and then go on with what we were doing before. Oh, there, huh? Three Roots is still thriving and reviving.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Why am I already on potions? Some of that pitch though, right? Pitch or wax.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
How did it default me to goddamn potion? Whatever. Annoying. There's no way that after the Curl fight that I was on potions. By the way. Buddy? Dog's in here hanging out. Oh. So I don't have to ride the elevator every time I come back here. That's nice to know. He's being all affectionate and trying to get some attention.
Finish with that lot. Open back, Sid.
Here's your pitch.
Well,
Did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Nice. Those points at the bottom. Badge of might +1. Oh, attack +12. Nice. Mutes. Turn icons. Alright. That's actually gonna call it for. I'm actually gonna call it there for a night. It's a pretty good amount of jump. We got post time skip stuff going on now. A lot of interesting things. We got the third icon, so definitely got a lot accomplished today, and I'm looking forward to continuing my playthrough of this more tomorrow. As always, if you like the stream, like the content, by all means, feel free to follow, turn on notifications, that kind of stuff. Come hang out with me whenever I'm live. Do try and interact with my chat and stuff whenever people come in here, like try and talk to me and ask me questions about the games I'm playing. So it always is appreciated. I do appreciate seeing the positive reception of my content and the things that I make. So by all means, feel free, but not required. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, hopefully, to continue more with this great story and make a pretty big push on story tomorrow. I'd like to get a good chunk of it taken care of. Yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your night, and if I see you tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. If not, then have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Peace out.